It's too late.
The chemistry's all off when he's not here. It just doesn't feel right, you know?
And I don't know. I don't know how to take that. I don't know.
Oh, it's a direct insult. It's a direct insult, but not to you. More to me. You're a professional. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like baking, right? When you go to bake, everything has to be
like bacon?
perfect. No, baking. All the ingredients have to be exact, right? It's a science. And if you don't have the right amount of, this or the right amount of that.
Here's the thing. Food on television has given us a lot of that fucking cliche bullshit. Okay? But do you think Gran, when she was making biscuits, was in there a quarter cup of flour every fucking time? Or was she just feeling it out?
No, she knew, dude. She'd done it so many times.
Yeah, but she also knew how to adapt. So if she threw it in there and it was dry, then she threw in a little bit more water. If she threw in there and it was moist, then she would throw in a little bit more flour. She knew how to work with the variables.
I don't believe that you're arguing with me about this right now.
They do this with barbecue. They do this with baking.
Brad,
baking is
not up for discussion.
Science. God,
it's not. It is literally an exact science. That's the idea. Like, these are ingredients that have to interact with each other. Now, I'm not suggesting that you can't have a good dessert without measuring exactly. I'm just saying that in order for it to be the way that it's intended to be, it has to have the right ingredients. Which Ryland,
I think that's white people overtaking domains too much to make themselves seem important. I'm sorry. That is such a bullshit ass Western way of thinking that we do this with all the food. Like barbecue. I've talked about this before. Barbecue experts make it seem like it is the biggest fucking thing to put meat over wood and do their whole exact process with all the shit they figured out over time. Just get out there and light a fucking fire and put the meat on there and watch it. Just do that.
Yeah, but you haven't tasted the meat of a man who goes out there and just throws it on a fire, have you? Have you tasted that man's meat?
I don't appreciate. We're trying to have a serious conversation right now.
I'm having a damn serious. I'm mad.
As a perv. You're mad as a perv.
No. No, but listen to me.
Got my eye
you
on
say
you.
This.
It's first quarter and you've already picked up one foul. You mess around, you might be getting two in the first few minutes of the game.
You are one of the most pretentious people I know. Okay.
That's bullshit. If I ever
you only go to
your mother
golf course,
I haven't golfed
clubhouses. You get membership. You only have the finest pastries from the most finest pastry chefs and the most finest barbecue from pit masters from around the universe. And you sit here today on Sunday morning, God's day, and tell me, I'll just throw it on there while you visit Franklin's Barbecue and fucking
never been to Franklin.
Pecan Lodge. These places
that Pecan Lodge forever ago.
You don't know anything about the real man struggle. You don't know anything about the.
I do.
Hey.
I've forged through and I've learned to cook barbecue on my own by just doing it. Just doing it, Jace. And yeah, you're going to have some bad rounds. There's going to be some times where your wife is like, I don't like your meat in my mouth.
Okay, there he goes. I open the door and you walk through. Per usual.
Human dads.
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 Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast. Human dads. Get up off your ass.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Get up off your ass.
Tell your mom.
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 Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen.
Get up off your ass for the Human Dads Podcast.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm sitting right on my ass. You hear me? You damn hear me.
I don't want to.
I think it's time to do a damn intervention. What the hell is going on with this guy?
This is 2 in a row. One, he just completely skipped. Just didn't show up. No call, no show. 100%.
I don't even think we got that text until like 2 hours after we were done recording. 3 hours after we were done recording.
It was like 4 p.m. It was, and then today, Mr. I'm always on. It's 9:20.
And we got a message like 15 minutes ago that he was looking for an AirPod. An AirPod? Playoffs?
What if he's an alcoholic now?
Bud, I guarantee you he is not going to come in here looking like sunshine. If he shows
it's going
up.
to be hoodie.
If he shows up. If he damn shows up. Something has happened over there. He's in a bad way. You know, I hate to start the show like this, but he is in a bad way. What is the Ides of March are upon him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
All
he's
up on him.
probably all drugged up and orgied. Who knows what that guy's doing, man? A lot of orgies.
I wouldn't have picked that.
Why?
I don't know. He just seems too particular. You know?
He's not one just to throw it in anything, for sure.
Well, I just like he would need the stated parameters of the situation spelled out, and he would need all the variables understood. It was like if the orgy came with like an outline, like a preset outline.
Yeah, he would want an agenda. He wanted agenda. He'd want stats on everybody that's attending.
Hard parameters, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hard type A guy.
Yeah, if that was in place, at which point it's no longer an orgy. You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's
just a good old fashioned,
PTA meeting
event. Yeah, that's a PTA meeting right there.
Jesus, clean it up. Jace, how are you, man?
I'm not good.
I'm sorry.
That's a weird reaction to me telling you that I'm not good.
What is so not good about your Jace experience right now?
I had a lot of travel lately, man, and all of that travel has been in the car. This is all car travel.
Fucking Willie Nelson over here on the road again.
I did a little quick math last night thinking about this conversation today. I've got about 72 hours of in-car driving time over the past 2 weeks.
So that's 14 days, and you've spent 3 of those days driving.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a lot, bro.
It's a lot, and I'm telling you right now, this 45-year-old body.
Before you get into anything, I am not going to allow you to freaking proselytize and evangelize compression socks again. So stop it.
Well, that did save me. I wasn't going to mention it, but the compression sock did put me in position where when I got out of that car, the legs were fresh, feeling fresh, as I've said many times. So friends, get your compression socks. But the body has fully broken down. And did you know there was such thing as driver's leg? Were you aware of that? If you're the driver in a long distance car travel ride show,
okay,
what happens is the inside of your thighs, because of the way that you're sitting and you're flexing your leg to hit the accelerator and the brake, for over long periods of times, gets sore, gets real sore.
The inside of your thigh, south of your groin,
just south of the taint, like directly south of the taint.
That would be cheek.
No, that's west. That's due west. You got cheek due west, cheek due east, and then you have
don't
driver
talk to me
leg
like
south
this anymore. Don't.
And then north is prostate. So it just everything is. Do you ever take a long drive and you get out of the car and you feel like you're still moving for a while too? You ever do that one?
There is like what is it? It's like it's almost like the sound and the reverberation that the road makes on the vehicle, like that feeling, I know what you're talking about. Like it's the sound and the subtle hum shake thing stays with you for a little bit.
Yeah. So that's there, and then this drive led me to the great state of Colorado, which I am a big fan of Colorado in general. I love a good scene. I love viewing the scenery, the mountains.
You went to Arizona a few weeks back, and now you went to Colorado.
Colorado, yeah, for a little spring break action with the children.
Where'd y'all go?
Up in the mountains, a place called Silverthorne, which is like a little town about 9,000 feet above sea level that is very directly connected to Breckenridge, Vail, Frisco, Colorado. They're all like within 15, 20-minute drives.
You stay at one of those like all-inclusive resorts with the pool and the stuff and things?
No, I was lucky that I have a friend who just bought a little house area out there. And I was little friend, but
no. What I live in a house like you, and you live in a house like me.
Mm-hmm.
On either side. I think people would be surprised to know how close we live and that we do the podcast this way. Right?
It's walking distance. It's easy walking distance.
It wouldn't even hurt to walk. Okay,
no.
You wouldn't even think twice about it. Like it's
you kind of feel good, probably, just to get.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a walk that's like, oh, look who's here. It's not necessarily a walk that like people make in their regular everyday lives in our area. But if you were, let's say, in a walking city, this would be nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
So
this would be like 5 blocks, 6 blocks.
Yeah, we live in a house, and you live in a house, and they're very close to each other. Ryland lives in a house, and I've never once said we bought a house area. So I'm going to go ahead and rewind back, and you just kind of casual.
This is pretty funny. You were commenting on
bought a house
the way
area
that
in Colorado.
The way that I'm talking about something, the fact that you are over here talking about how I phrase things, Mr. Gibberish.
I still hear you deflecting. Does your friend,
Point
is this their second or third property that they own?
This is their second property that they own.
Okay, so they have a house in Colorado. You have a friend that bought a house in Colorado. It's on some land, presumably?
No, it's not on some land. The reason I said area is because it's hard to describe what it is. It's the way that
timeshare.
No, it's like a unit, but it's not a condo. It's a home. It's like a 2-story home, but it is like connected to other units. So I don't know what you would call it. I don't think it's a condo. It's not
like
duplex.
A townhome. Like you walk up to it. Like you
do like walk up to it. It looks like an apartment from the outside. I don't know. The point is, it's a place. No, it's a beautiful place with great views of the mountains. And
how big?
If you're a skier, it's 4 bedrooms. It's huge.
Okay.
Tons of space. So if you ever decide that you want to take the family to Colorado and do some skiing or like some hiking in the summer, I'm telling you, this is the place. And like,
could I ask your friend?
Ask her what?
To stay in her house area.
Well, just ask me, and I don't want you having any direct connection to people I know in real life. It's just, you understand why, right? Look at yourself.
It's a man or a woman?
It's a woman. It's someone I work with. Her and her husband.
The cancer lady?
No, but she was there for that scenario. She's someone I've known for years, over 10 years.
The lady that owns the house area was there for the cancer candle. And then we gathered around the pool and found out she didn't have cancer.
Yes, and it was actually at her house. This lady's house.
It was at that lady's house.
Yeah, where that whole thing went down. She walked out the back sliding door to take a phone call. Walked back in and said, "Oh, sorry guys, never mind. I don't have cancer." And I gathered my gift, put it back in the bag with the receipt, and sort of slid it back behind my chair so I could take it back the next day. And we just celebrated.
Chase walks up to the counter and they say, "I'm sorry, sir. What did you not find the item satisfactory? What was wrong with it? Bitch didn't have cancer."
I would never say that. How dare you? I would never say. I was very happy to hear it. But point is, if you're a mountain
What did
person,
the
it
lady
is-
who owns the house area?
she had made snacks for the cancer party, for the record.
What was her gift?
I think just
Why
like
did
the
you
host.
guys all buy somebody who had cancer gifts?
It was like a, hey, get well. Like, these are some things to take care of yourself. It was like candles and, things that make you feel just more relaxed and calm during your time of recovery. That was the idea.
Okay, yeah, because if you know somebody's going into chemo, maybe you buy them like a book and
Yeah,
like
a blanket, a
bottle
book,
and
yeah,
a
stuff like that.
blanket, something like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, man, but are you a mountain person? Do you like the mountains?
I never really been to the mountains, never really been to a destination to hike. I would say that I would probably enjoy that, but I also know that in my family unit, at least half of the people are not going to enjoy a nice sweat-filled, rigorous walk, even though everything is pretty.
Well, here's what I will say. I mean, I think that most people that go to these areas are there for two reasons. One is skiing. There are just skiers everywhere. You go into Breckenridge and it's like this really nice town, and everywhere you look, there are people walking around in their ski outfits with their skis in their hand because they just got off the mountain and they're walking back to their lodge or something. So, are you a snow skier? Have you ever done that in your life?
I have never skied, and I am now at the point in my life where I'm afraid to. Honestly.
Same. I'm not doing it. I'm not built for it.
The level of injury it looks like you could incur is not something I am willing to play around with.
No, I agree, but I think your son would love the ski.
Yeah, he would. I mean, if it involves movement, yes.
Yeah, he would
he's
love
in.
it. So, and there's a whole thing with it. Like, it's a culture. It's like you wake up early, you ride up the mountain, you ski down, you ride back up, you ski down again. It's just a thing. And so there's that. And then the other thing you can do when you're there is, like, if it's in the summer, there's these beautiful like streams and fishing and all the outdoor things. It's all there in Colorado. So it's a fun place to go. But I'll tell you, man, that altitude ain't no joke.
Thought we had a Ryland. We don't have a Ryland anymore. So, no, you said 9,000 feet.
Yeah, 9,000 of the feet.
The Denver of Nuggets of
Uh-huh.
Denver, rather, they put the 5,280 on their City Edition jersey, which
Yeah,
is
that's-
to account for the number of feet within a mile, and they are known as the Mile High City, right?
Mm.
So you're saying 9,000? That's damn near twice.
Yeah, it's up there at up there in the mountain. It's up there in the mountain. And the dry, buddy, I have so many stories to tell you guys that I think you would find relatable, but I'll spread those out over the next few podcasts. But the night that we stayed in Colorado Springs for one night just to acclimate a little bit, you want to kind of get your body used to the high elevation. That's around same as Denver, a little higher than
So
Denver.
hold on, let me clarify. You're supposed to pull into a lower town to get your ears popped and your lungs right and all the stuff, right?
You don't have to, but it helps.
Okay.
It does help. It helps tremendously. So that first night, your body's just kind of getting used to the fact that there's far less oxygen in the air than you're used to. So walking up a flight of stairs, you are winded, full on winded. Sometimes people get altitude sickness. Their head hurts. They feel sick to their stomach. You can take these little cans of oxygen and suck on that, and it makes you feel a little bit better. But
How many of
yes.
those did you do?
I had my fair share.
Sorry.
I had my fair share.
No.
But and then you go up to the mountain and things, your body adjusts pretty quickly. But man, for again, as we get older. But anyway, the first night we stayed in Colorado Springs, it snowed that night, which I was not prepared for.
On spring break.
Heavily.
Did y'all watch the weather before? Were you dressed like it
Yeah.
was 75 here?
No. I was prep for all this. And by the way, the weather
Okay.
every day, speaking of greatness, is like in the mountains, it's like high of 60. And that's a heat wave. which is not good for
Okay.
snow, but high of 60, dude. High of 60, Brad.
Well,
There's still snow on the ground every day at 60.
It's a moist 60. It's a dry 60.
Oh, it's a dry 60.
Oh,
It's
there
a
you
dry.
go.
Your nose cavities are just
And your
ripped to shreds.
Your barometric pressures. And
Your
wall
cuticles are
winds
pulling back, and you're just. But
Okay.
it's beautiful. So shout out Colorado. Rylan, do you like Colorado?
I feel like we should check in with Ryan. Then you should give us one of those Colorado stories. I guess we could check in with me. But Ryan?
At least he's here. Like I can see him, and that makes me feel better.
I'm trying to think, like, I feel like we're watching like a 3-and-D guy just be like, hey, you can have one or you can have the other, but I am not going to be 3-and-D. I'm only going to be 3 or D right now for the month of March. And I don't even know what to say anymore. We passed the guy the ball, and it's like he's got the yips or something. He's forgotten how to shoot. And then the next time down, we're like, all right, well, we can at least depend on the defense. And it's like he's playing defense with his shoes tied together. What's going on?
I think he's dealing with some serious drug addiction.
As we look at a blue couch, just a blue couch. Ask me how I'm doing.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, and I am.
Oh, good. Well, so
You know-
next topic. Oh,
No, I told you I'm sore. Been yard dadding pretty good for the past couple weekends. Obviously, still getting over the ankle injury last weekend worse. This weekend, it's still there, but I'm not like, it's not hindering me. I can just feel it. You know what I'm saying?
did you make a trip to the doctor like we discussed?
Didn't.
Yeah,
Did
shocker.
not. Did not. I've been taking it easy. I've been cognizant of the fact that I am, dealing with a hurt. So, but went to the Top Golf. You been to the Colorado of Top Golfs? No.
Of Top Golf? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Top
Yeah.
Golf.
Yeah, went
No,
there.
I don't love Top Golf. I don't like golf at all.
Yeah, that's fair. We went there, and I was afraid of how much I could really do with the ankle, because I haven't really pushed like a lot of strength on it. I've just done normal, take it easy stuff. And I felt like, and you don't have any relation for this, but I felt like my golf was like an old man, where I was like, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and keep the lower half of my body still while I attempt to swing a golf club, which, varying results there. But I don't know, man. I'm doing all right. I told you, been out in the yard. I was out in the yard all damn day yesterday, and I am sore. I've got a little bit of a complexion change because of it. I'm taking on a nice base tone right now in March. It'll be going strong by April, and then come May, look out, ladies. I am going to be nice and toasty. Why are you shaking your head at me?
What do you mean, look out, ladies?
It's just a saying.
What does it mean?
I don't. What do you think it means?
Well, that wasn't the question. Don't reverse Uno me. I'm asking you a question.
Look
does
out,
look
ladies.
out, ladies
Like ladies like to look at tan skin. I have some skin, and it's tan.
Molly. Sorry.
We don't get to just go start saying wives' names during the Human Dads podcast, okay?
Oh, listen, if an opportunity presented itself for you to just crush me right underneath the weight of a semi as you back it up with the beeps going on, you would do it in a heartbeat, sir, and you have many times. Many times.
No idea what you're talking about. I am afraid to say the next words that I'm about to say because I don't know what's going to happen. Rylan, are you on the show?
I can't find this fucking AirPod. AirPod Bud. Earbud.
That sounds about right, dude. Yeah.
AirPod Bud. Airbud.
Yeah.
It says the location says it's right fucking here.
Did you try your butt?
The only place it could be is where I slept. I've taken the bed apart. I've taken the bedding apart. I've taken the drawers out of the nightstand. I've taken the shit out of the drawers in the nightstand. No AirPod, AirBud pod. The location updated. The reason I got back up after I sat in is the fucking location updated. And I thought, oh, maybe I can get it to play a sound. I'm trying to tell it to play a sound. You don't hear shit anywhere. It's got battery. It says it's like 20 something, 25, 30% battery. It's nowhere. And I wear these god awful fucking things. I don't know, Jace. You have a office job. How many hours a week do I have these shits in my ear? 642?
It's not good.
I was just throw another $300 in the fucking fire.
Just buy
and
one.
It's disconnected. I can't hear you now. The one in my ear.
Oh, no.
Well, no, now you're back. Anyway, so whatever. Just do the fucking show.
Do the show. Dude, can you not tell he's struggling right now? Do the show, Brad.
Speaking
Ask
of
him a question.
I'm not going to, I don't even know if he can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you.
We could tell how he's doing, Jace. I want to hear more about this oxygen product. Is it so? One, it tickled a little part of my brain where we could side quest. Do you remember when oxygen bars were going to be a thing?
Oh, they are still a thing in the mountains of Colorado, big time.
So you could just roll in and say, "Give me some 14-year oxygen."
Well, what they do is, it's much like a bar. You walk up and you sit in your oxygen bar stool, and they have like a line of these like canisters that are typically translucent, so you can see the water. You can see the water in there, but they typically like color it, so like it looks all fancy. So you got the neon blue water and the pink water, and then they also will flavor the waters.
This is what I was going for. You remember how we were talking about the ankle brace and how like they can't just be like ankle brace in here. It's got to show like some pulsating calf to be like, look at this athletic leg foot that you could put your athletic ankle brace on. Like it can't just be a package. It's got to be like souped up to 1,000. How are we selling each other oxygen?
Yeah, and then you sit down and you put the thing in your nose. They give you one for you, and you put it in your nose, and you sit there and talk to your friends while you inhale the rose-smelling oxygen or the, whatever, leather, whatever flavor they have in there.
So you could pick the different different nose flavors.
Yeah, then the different nose flavors, and then you just sit there and you suck in some oxygen for a while, which pretty much immediately relieves your symptoms if you're having some altitude sickness. Rylan, are you a mountain guy? Have you been to the mountains?
Love the mountains.
So there you go. He gets it.
Have you been to the Oxy Bar in the mountains?
No.
He doesn't. Dude, do you think of all humans that Rylan would have any issue with altitude? He will live to be 125 years old. I'm telling you right now. The only thing that will take him out, there's one thing that will take him out. Do you know what it is?
Impalement.
No, gout. Gout will be the one thing that finally gets him.
That's not a killing thing.
It'll be the one thing that finally gets him, but otherwise,
you don't die.
He will
from
live
gout.
so far. Well,
You're
most people don't
saying
live. Okay,
here's what you're saying though. You're saying the gout is gonna make him so uncomfortable that he suicides.
No. I'm just saying that most humans don't live long enough to let gout take them out. Rylan's built different. Gout,
but just think about
we just can't study it.
Just think about like the news presentation. A local Trophy Club Council member dies.
You think I'm gonna be on there when I'm 125?
No,
I think it's going to be new. They're going to say former pro tem mayor, former blah blah blah, and it's believed that his gout suffering was just too much.
No way, dude. Once you're 125, you could jump into a bear's mouth and no one would make it news. It's like everyone thinks of you as dead by the time you hit like 90. You're just basically dead. So everyone's prepped for your death. You just don't exist anymore after that, unfortunately.
We got to
Shout
find
out
a
Grandma.
different way to. How's Grandma's cancer?
Don't stop asking that question like that.
First off, name another time I've asked that question. Second, name another time I've asked that question like that. Your turn.
You bring up Grandma's cancer on this show 1,000 times, probably.
It's a really weird thing to have a set of grandparents who sexually transmitted cancer from one to the other.
See, this is completely uncalled for.
I'll have you know, I tried to start this like a normal, sympathetic, Rylan.
I mean, both. I don't know.
Yeah, question. I was just asking how's Grandma doing, and now you've got your head on your hands.
I have a question for Rylan.
God damn it.
And I've been waiting for this because these things make me happy to hear your stories about. This is something that I enjoy. We did a show last time, right? We all...
Who's we?
Well, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
If you remember, the last show that the Human Dads did may have sounded a little bit different. Probably not nearly as good as you're used to. Just kind of, we were there. The reason for that is because it was Brad and I only. Now, that's not because Rylan took a vacation day. He wasn't on PTO. In fact, he was ready to roll the night before. We knew. He confirmed. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
We logged into the show as we normally do. We have a little banter. We sort of go through the script to make sure that everything is on. Like, we do it kind of a walkthrough rehearsal, and then we do the show. No Rye. So maybe I'll just pose the question. Let me start with some empathy. Rylan, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember why I didn't.
You just slept
I think I
through,
just
bud.
forgot to set my alarm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think my Sunday alarm is always set, and it had been turned off, I guess, from the week we skipped. Before that, does that
I don't think
add
we
up?
skipped before that.
Did we skip after that? Which then I don't know why, but it was turned off. Yeah, so I just slept through. I was up later last night probably than I was that night. Hell, I was ready this morning. I was ready to go until I lost half my headphones. I just ordered a new pair. They're only $200 now.
You just
Oh,
said
that's good.
screw it. You're not even going to look anymore?
I've been looking for an hour. I mean, there's only one place it can be. It's
Well,
not
you-
where I looked.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do?
Yeah. If you find it, you got an extra pair. Go sell that thing.
It reminds
let's
me
see.
of-
Let's look at the fucking. Let me tell you why I can't deal with this. How many? Let's see. Monday, March 23rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 calls tomorrow. So I got to have the
Brad?
stupid fucking. Might as well be sewn into my cochlea at this point. So I just got to order a new pair. Thanks to the
How far?
evil
Jason,
billionaires, they'll be here before nightfall, and everything
How-
will be back to normal.
How far are we away from that? Where they're just like, hey, look, I have to take these stupid things in and out all the time.
Just connect
me
right
just-
to your brain hole.
Let me just keep them sewn up in there. People are already doing hearing aids that way.
Yeah, that's what it's got to come from. People don't want to wear their Google glasses or whatever because they look stupid. I guess they're getting better, but I mean, they still are glasses most people don't want to wear. So you have to have it connected to you.
So you're okay, though. You're just, in general, you don't have anything to report. There's been no life changes. Have you thought about harming yourself? Has anybody in the home been aggressive
you?
physically to you?
No major life
I'll
changes.
I'll
No
ask Jace
trauma.
to step out in the hall real quick. I'll ask Jace
If
to
it'll
step
make me
out
more
in the hall.
comfortable. I
Yeah.
did get in the yard like you yesterday. I planted 32 things,
Yeah.
perennials.
See that?
Yeah. And so we're at that. The maintenance machine has been fired back up. Dads of the world. Clean out your air filters for your various 2 and 4 cycle engines. Add oil where need be.
Plug in your leaf blower.
Plug
No.
plug in your
Call
leaf
your
blower
guy.
so it can
Call
go
your guy. Get him on the
ring.
schedule.
Plug in your
know.
leaf blower.
Um,
Saw another one of my neighbors that's corded yesterday, and I'm just like, is going on?
Oh, it's great, dude. You're missing
It's
out.
not. I heard his little
The
weed
power-
eater this little
No.
weed eater just beep 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 beep.
The power in my corded leaf blower is through the roof. No one can compete with that except those guys that wear the backpacks.
Maybe. What were you gonna say?
What I was going to say on the show, on the podcast show, is a thing that
Love
I
it.
was about to say, and it was
About
about a
Colorado?
thing. No,
Was
it
it
was about a
about Colorado?
thing, and a thing that. Oh, you know, it was sort of about Colorado. I realized something over the past few weeks of travel and
Okay.
staying in Airbnbs or like places that are intended for guests. I realized that I want my life to be like that. I want my home to be like an Airbnb or a hotel. I don't want stuff anymore. I don't want stuff. I don't want any shit. I don't want trinkets. I don't want keepsakes. I don't want wall hangings. I don't want earphones and styrofoam pieces and boxes where the Christmas tree goes in that should have gone in the attic a while ago. I don't want any of that stuff anymore. I don't want any of it. I want it all gone. I want to donate it all. I don't even want to do a garage sale. I don't want to make any money off it. I just want to throw fucking everything away. And I want my house to feel like a Marriott when I walk into it. I want there to be a Bible in the top drawer.
Is it
And that's
Marriott
it.
or Marriott?
It's Marriott now.
I think it is Marriott. Yeah.
When did it change? Is this
They've
like
been-
Qatar?
No, they've been doing bits online for the past few years about how to say it. It's Marriott.
That missed me.
May I
I stay there a lot. I think I have the little card. It's
Yeah.
Marriott, bro. I'm not
Bonvoy.
changing. They should have
Bonvoy.
corrected me a lot fucking sooner if they wanted me to call it Marriott. How about that?
May I be personal on the podcast and piggyback on what you were just saying?
I would love for you to be personal. That's
I
what
would like to
people
say,
really
Jace, before Brad says that I feel the same way. I mean, I
Good.
like some decor.
I knew you did.
I like the wall hangings, as you call
Yeah.
them. But like,
I like those.
we have too much stuff. I want less stuff.
I want to say probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I'm trying to think of how to say this so where I'm not levying
You had sex with a man?
accusations.
It wasn't sex per se.
It was
I mean,
aggressive touching.
Depends
Will
on
you
the
just
definition.
will you just podcast real quick? Quit being a jackass.
Answer the question.
Okay. No, I didn't. There
No.
was no anything. No. Do you go through okay, we're talking about relationship dynamics. Okay. Do you go through where let's say that something is like a common theme or common
Watch how careful he is, Rylan. Watch
yeah,
this. As he's
Yeah.
trying to navigate this minefield.
like
Let's watch this.
a common source of feedback. Is that a good way
I
to
never
put it?
know when he gets like this, Jason. I never know. Is he trying not to sound racist, or
Oh,
is he
come
trying not
on.
to sound
No.
like a perv, or is he
No.
just trying not to piss off Molly?
He's
never know.
100%. He
It's one of
knows
those
that his wife listens to this show. Yeah, you're right. It is always one of those things. This one very clearly is.
Otherwise,
So-
because he knows what to say with words in the English
Of
language.
course, he's a
I know
good
he knows how to-
communicator.
Yeah, he knows
There's
how
a
to
re-
communicate a point.
There's a reason he has a podcast.
What
When
we're
when
telling
he
you, Brad.
shuts, he forgets to
Is it-
talk.
When you do that, you're telegraphing your passes, buddy. Okay. This
Well,
is
I also
not
don't
okay.
want to get up in the air without anything to do with the ball in my hand as well. Okay. So just making sure we're running the offense the way the play is called here. Our relationships go through eras and phases, right? And in
Yes.
those eras and phases, like we're struggling in different ways to get on the same page. That to me, that's what a relationship always is. We're just trying to get two people on the same goddamn page, right? And for whatever reason, like throughout those eras and phases, there will be things that are complicating you from getting on the same page. Okay. One of those eras in our relationship, I would say of the thing mitigating us from getting on the same page, of the things, if you will, the main one, like let's say 75% of the things was stuff. And you're like, what do you mean stuff? I'm just saying just stuff, guys. In modern lives that are largely consumer driven, we all understand this. We all just have so much fucking stuff. The book that everybody has read, I say everybody, Guns, Germs, and Steel. A lot of people. It's a popular book. Don't know if you've read this. It explains
Never heard of
human.
it.
You never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
Rylan, can you tell me I'm not crazy here?
I don't know about books about
Jesus
that.
Christ. All right.
Why would you read a book about that?
It just explains how we got to where we're at in the world, like a worldly perspective, history, and everything. And this man who's writing the book, I believe, is he's like in Australia speaking to like or living with Aborigine people.
Jason's homeland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about Aborigines? I know.
And
Several.
they're exchanging, you know, this is how we live, this is how you live. And the Aboriginal gentleman or whatever actual particular native group he belongs to, if I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. But he basically just says, like, how do you guys live with all the stuff? You guys have these houses and you have so much stuff. Like, how do you just, how's that life to you? And I don't think he's like judging. I think he's just more like incredulous, like in awe, like he's just wondering, you know? And when you look at it, like the amount of stuff that we just have is insane, right? Like you could go into rooms of your house and find stuff on a shelf and be like, when's the last time anybody looked at that? Not used it for its function, not touched it. I'm saying, when's the last time somebody looked at it? And we all just have an insane amount of stuff. And I would say like 5 or 6 years ago, it drove me insane. And I'm not saying it towards that person. I'm saying the concept of stuff and the way we live drove me insane. Does that make sense? I'm differentiating like the human concept from the human behavior. The human concept drove me insane, and I very much arrived at the same conclusion that you did. And like you do in life, and like you do in relationship dynamics, and like you do as you pass from one phase to another, or one era to another, I don't know, man. Something in there just kind of let go. And in saying that, I don't want to make it sound like, again, I'm removing the human concept from the human behavior. I'm not going to say that I am like completely unguilty here. I'm not saying that I do not have habits that just add to the stuff. Right?
Sure.
I think
of course. I'm part of the problem.
All do. But I can relate so much to what you're saying. And in you saying it, it highlighted for me that I am no longer in that thought pattern, in that wheel of going, damn, do we need all this? Like, we bought I realized, I think what I would like now, you know how grandma and grandpa's house or old folks' homes, there's just credenzas and shelves and stuff just covering every wall with stuff on the shelves. I feel like I've just kind of accepted it and said that's where we should be, because we just bought a very nice, I don't know what you're supposed to call it, but it's credenza. Like it just holds dishes and stuff.
God.
It's got like
you gotta buy stuff to hold your other stuff.
No, yeah, exactly. But we had too many dishes for our regular where that stuff goes.
But why? Why do you have all the dishes? Why?
And yes, I agree with you. But of those dishes, let me guarantee you 35 of them are beer glasses that I needed at one point in time. So,
well, can I just really quickly say that I don't think there's anything wrong with collecting things or having things that like make you happy. In fact, there's a whole book or like movement about you're supposed to go through your stuff and figure out what stuff brings you joy. Right? Do you
Yeah.
remember there was like a Netflix special about this? Like,
Yeah, which I
There-
kind of thought was overkill, but yeah.
but there's
Marie
something to it.
Kondo.
Yes, Marie Kondo, right.
Marie
But there's
Kondo,
something to it.
although, yeah, but she also retreated from a lot of that. You know what made her do that? She said, oh, I had some kids and I know what it's like to live in a home
Yes.
with kids. And so, like, maybe some of the stuff I was saying was just completely foolish because it doesn't apply to a realistic home life where you have kids in a house.
Well, that's what I was getting to actually, is I think that I've reached a stage of my life now where my kids are getting to be old enough where I don't need to have stuff that I could potentially need to have because they're so unpredictable. And instead of like saying I'll go buy it when I need it, I'm just going to keep it in the house. That a lot of that comes from kids, because kids do not afford you routine almost ever. Like if a kid gets sick, you got to have the digital thermometer, right? Or if your kid starts having a meltdown, you got to have the special toy that they love that makes them stop
Or
having
your
meltdowns.
Your kid played baseball for one season and said, hey, I wasn't
Exactly.
really into it. You get rid of all the baseball equipment. Then they're like, hey, I want to try baseball again.
I
So
wanna
you
play
buy the
baseball again.
baseball equipment again. They play for one season. They're like, I'm not really into it. What did you say this time? I'm going to go ahead and hang all that stuff up in the garage.
Exactly. So I think that I am not judgmental about people that live the way that I do at all, because I understand it, but I also am ready now, and I think that I have the ability now to go, yeah, I'm never going to use this. It's gone. I mean, I've got a kid that's about to be 18, dude. I'm about to have an adult son. Like-
He's a junior year high school person,
Yeah, he'll be a senior next year.
and he'll turn 18 in his senior year of high school person thing.
Yes, at the beginning of a senior year, correct. Yeah.
Take back what I said about Brad knowing how to use words.
Yeah, never mind. So forget it.
You got
So
what I
much
was
momentum.
saying. Sometimes people do behind the back passes. That doesn't mean they don't know how to make fundamentally sound chess passes.
Do you feel like you have less stuff now, Jason? Because I don't know. I really don't know.
No,
I feel like it's just different
this-
stuff.
the stuff remains, but the need to keep the stuff, or like in my brain, the justification to keep the stuff is going away now. Like I don't worry about getting rid of things that are in my garage because I might need them. Part of that also probably comes with the fact that, I have more money than I ever have had as a human.
Oh, you hear that, Brad?
Fuck yeah,
That's
I'll
not saying
forgot
much.
to do.
It ain't saying much, boys. Trust
He
me.
just walked in the room and dropped a big old bag on the table and said,
No,
Our guy in the
Basically, I'm
span
making
of this
decisions
show,
now.
Listen.
our guy in the span of this show has become a fiduciary, right? Do you
Listen,
understand me?
I
He's
am
got
a blue.
3 licenses now.
I
Three
am the
or four.
blue collar.
Three or
I
four.
am the blue
3 or
collar
4. 3 or 4.
podcaster on this show.
3 or 4.
I'm saying
I'm gonna
that
ask one more
in
time,
my
how many
life,
licenses?
I grew up very poor, as we've talked about on the show, and I'm just saying now I don't have like that. I don't worry about keeping shit anymore, because if it's something that I really, really need, I can just go buy it if I have to.
When you took the flight to Australia, it was one of those donated flights through charity.
That was a work funded trip for my dad, sir.
And when he was part of the CIA,
It wasn't CIA. There was some top secret clearance. Well, we're not going to get into that. My Australia life, okay? It's a different life, mate.
don't say mate. Stolen valor.
So,
don't say
so
mate.
my point is, like, I look around my office right now, and I've got
Buddy,
a
if
shelf.
If you could be in this room, this is the
Oh.
stuff room.
I know. I said, like, are those weights behind you there? When was the last time someone used those weights right there?
It's correct. It's also a treadmill, like a desk
Yeah.
treadmill, holding up the bookshelf that the weights are on.
The
Yeah.
area behind you looks like the small room in a retail establishment where they don't have a door, but they've got a curtain
Yeah,
behind
exactly.
the counter.
exactly.
And you think there's probably a desk in there, like it's supposed to be someone's office, but you can see where they sat all the stuff. And
You
there's the
see-
desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
2
it's
desks
clean.
in here, boys.
For the record, it's clean. It's a clean room. It's not about cleanliness. It's just stuff. There's stuff everywhere that I'm never going to need or use. It's just sitting there. I have the same scenario in my office. I just don't want it anymore. I don't want any of it. I don't want it. I don't need it. I just don't want it.
What do you call your guys' room where I'm just going to look? I'm just going to tell you the stuff that I have. Okay. Wrapping paper.
Oh,
fake
yeah.
flower- fake flowers.
Of course.
Hundreds of dollars of recording equipment. 2 staples, guys. 2 staplers. What the? We don't even have a way to make paper here. Anytime we have to print something, I do it at work. How do we have 2 staplers?
What do you need a stapler for?
You can throw those away.
What are we doing? What
At
are we
least one of
fucking
them.
CPAs? Why do we have staplers?
And by the way, the reason this
A
realization,
3-hole punch.
yeah, I have that too. The reason I came to this realization is for 2 weeks or so, I lived in someone else's place with none of my own stuff, and I totally survived. No issue. There were a couple times where I'm like, man, I'm gonna go look in the junk drawer and see if they have Band-Aids or like little stuff like that. And sometimes they did, but you know what happened when they didn't have something I needed? I drove over to CVS, I picked it up, we used it, and then when we were done with it, I threw it away or I left it. That's it. Everything was fine. I didn't need
Got a lawnmower in my garage that can't even fire up because I haven't used it in so long.
I don't need a framed puzzle that's been glued together and put in a frame that's sitting on the floor that has never been hung up.
On the floor.
Yeah,
the floor
never been
puzzle.
hung up. Floor puzzle.
Everybody knows you need a floor puzzle.
I don't.
Brad, if you put that mower out on the curb next trash day, a man of enterprise will pick it up and make use
without
of it.
question, my man.
That's
I
I've every time I have something that's just a little beyond my level of repair, immediate donation.
We do fine for ourselves, okay? We do fine for ourselves. I've told you, Molly is wonderful. I do fine. Like we got our needs met, okay? But along this stuff conversation and the way sometimes because of the way we decide to spend our money sometimes, and then I'll share that with Jace and or Rye, and Jace will give me a hard time for being like, oh, you have a whatever country club membership that's basically like a gym membership. So I don't want to hear it. So give me a hard time.
Hey, do you go to rub elbows with high society at the gym, Rylan? Is that what you do?
No, there's no ACB at my gym.
Oh,
I don't have a gym. There's no ACB at Courtney's gym. So he's out there rubbing elbows with ACB, talking about the next legislative session.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Again, I work in dentistry, and then I rub elbows with dentists at the country club. Like that's who you see, and douches that send back $30 retail Target wine bottles. Like, okay, you got me. But nothing makes me feel like that more than when I'm just like, you know what I'm going to do with this stuff? I'm just going to go set it in the grass. And then I'm going to tell the other people who have less stuff, aka next door, the app, not the person. I'm going to tell them, hey, there's some free stuff just sitting on my grass. If you'd like to come, just take it to be your stuff. I know like it's giving the stuff like extra life, but it just makes me feel a little silly that we're just like, hey, now we're done with all this stuff. We're just going to set it outside.
Yeah, it feels weird. But I mean, it's easy to rationalize. Yeah, you don't need it anymore. Someone else definitely does need it.
Yeah. And some of the stuff we got good use out of, right? But some of the stuff we're just like, hey, got this a year ago, just realize it's just not stuff for us. Here you go, stuff. Go sit on the grass. It's going to be somebody else's stuff problem.
Speaking of stuff for us or not for us, I've been thinking about getting like one of those fancy espresso makers. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I have the Nespresso right now, which is just the Keurig of espresso.
We had one of
haven't had
those. Think
forever,
we
but I
have
want like the
in
one that
our
you put
stuff
real
collection.
grounds
It's
in.
just in our stuff collection is the Nespresso in a bottom counter that can't even see in a bottom cabinet that can't even see light. If you open that cabinet, the Nespresso is deprived of light. It's just way back there in the corner, never to be used.
Rylan, do you want one with the little metal tube that comes out where you can steam the milk on it too?
I think it's going to have that because I can steam milk right now in my Nespresso.
Yeah.
And I'm looking
Hell
to
yeah,
upgrade.
dude.
I'm not looking to downgrade.
Hell
But
yeah,
I want to
brother.
get the grounds. You ever go into Central Market and you walk by the coffee section and it
Oh,
smells
yeah.
really good?
Oh yeah, I've ground up stuff
I
there
wanna-
that you can choose your course, your espresso,
Right.
or
I want to
medium
do
or whatever.
that, but I want to put it into my coffee, my espresso machine.
And you
I-
want that
the only-
sound, that steam sound?
The only
And that-
downside I see for those things when you talk about having stuff, a lot of stuff that needs to be cleaned.
That's my concern.
Yeah, but
I
if
know
you're
how to
not
clean the
spending
thing I have now.
if you're not spending all day with the other shit in your house and like straightening it up and organizing it because it's all already organized, you don't mind spending 10 minutes cleaning the new coffee machine. You don't mind because everything feels organized and good.
Do you
Right?
have like one of those carousels for the pods? Or
No, I
do
just
you
keep
have
them in a drawer?
like a drawer full of sleeves of the pods?
Yeah, I just have a drawer.
So maybe it would
I don't like a lot
alleviate-
of stuff on top of the counter.
Yeah.
To this point, how empty are our countertops? Ours are super empty. They used to be more cluttered, but I went through. We both did probably 10 years ago, and
Not good. It's not
there's
good.
very little up there anymore.
Got
It's
8
not
things on my counter right now. I could just
Easy.
list off for you.
Easy.
At
That I
least.
don't touch. That I don't touch, but maybe
Oh no,
once every two.
I feel like I use it all, but it's a lot of stuff.
I don't
It's a
even use
lot
it.
of stuff.
I got a dish rack. Why do I have a dish rack? Why are there dishes in the rack? I've got a dishwasher. Why are there dishes in the rack? Why?
Yeah, you don't need that.
Why?
Just dry them by hand if you ever
That's
need.
Yeah.
real. That's real meemaw peepaw there.
Yes.
But
There's
I
no
think
need
maybe
for
that's
that.
why you have it, because it gives you the feeling.
I don't
Because
want
you
it.
thought you needed it because it was in every house you ever were in, and so you thought you had to have one. Get rid of
Yeah.
it. Throw it out right now. When we're done here in a little bit,
I'm going to.
just go throw it
No,
away.
first you have to lift it up and see if there's a taint feeling.
You know, we were doing so well. We were driving the field. We had like 2 or 3 good passes, nice play action. And that drive
Look at
just
that.
stalled in the red zone. And then we missed the field goal. It's
I
been
don't know. I
57
thought it
minutes.
I
In the
thought
show.
it went right. Thought it went right through. Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
Did you get any ass?
Stop playing this.
Did you get any ass? It's a post-vacation
Get
check-in.
a piece of puss. Hate to get a piece
spring
of
break.
puss. Hate to get a piece of puss. Hate to get a piece of puss.
From time to time, yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Puss. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Puss. Hell yeah. Puss.
We're gonna have to clear the decks and start over. You just
It's a valid question and the world wants to know the answer.
I'm going to read you guys a text that I got during the show, and this is a public record, okay? Good morning. There was a small house fire in Heritage Court this morning. One elderly woman was in the home. She was transported to the hospital as a precaution, but doing okay. There were a large number of reptiles in the house as well. I would love to know what that really entails.
Are they okay?
It wasn't. It was left up to us to determine.
I'm
Doesn't
gonna
sound
need you to
good.
do- Yeah, I'm gonna
No.
need you to do a little field reporting.
Large number of reptiles.
A large number of reptiles.
Tell me more about Heritage Court. What's
Just a
what's this
street.
scene like?
Do they
over
have
there?
a big statue of a
No.
monitor lizard instead of a
Hey, in my
Eagle.
notes for the show, as we're playing ourselves out here, I just wanted to remind everybody that we We were first on Bart Rager and his potential character issues. We were
He's
first.
right.
That's been forgotten to time, I think. That's been over
We all-
10 years, probably at this point.
We've talked about that like 9 times. We don't let the people forget. Did you
Yeah,
think
it's
we
just been a
forgot?
minute.
that they
Yeah.
forgot?
It's a good point. We were
Wait a minute.
rightly
And then
suspicious.
I made a note. I don't know how long ago I made this note, but it's my most recent note in my podcast notes, and it says the most famous person in the world in March of 2025 should have been the guy in the Kazakhstan airport. What is that? What was I thinking? What did I mean by that? Do y'all is that mean
No
anything to
idea.
y'all?
No.
I'm really struggling to remember anything to do notably
No
with
idea.
Kazakhstan in the year 20 and 25.
I have no idea.
Did you guys see the Super Bowl?
Okay. This is the time where you start. I hope Rylan gets his new AirPods. Earbuds. I hope you get your earbuds today.
AirPods, earbuds.
Earbuds.
Earbuds are a component of the AirPods.
Yes.
Brad
I hope
for Rylan
those
for
show
Jason.
up at your.
Tell your mom, bring the bread, mix in a tortilla, season your bacon, spread your neck, climb the ladder, put a bow on it, keep it tight.
There was a hostage incident at the Kazakhstan airport, March 7th, 2025.
That's probably what it was. There you go.
I'll replay that and guess his ALC
Yeah.
level.
Cortland, if you could use that in a beat.
67-year-old man grabbed a 21-year-old security guard with a knife at a security check, claimed a bomb threat. A 52-year-old retired boxer swapped himself for the hostage and subsequently disarmed the attacker.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that video.
He should have been the most famous person for that couple of weeks.
I didn't know he was Kazakhstani though. Oh,
Oh, what
okay.
happened to
He's
my
done.
camera?
He's done with
See
the
you,
show.
right? All right.
Sorry, I hit some weird hotkey while I was reading about Kazakhstan.
All right.
Anyway.
Well,
You can just hit end anytime. You do control this.
I control this. Your mom.
Okay.